On March 15th, just a few days ago, my channel popped up with a surprising message I had never seen before. Attention! The YouTube community has flagged one or more of your videos as inappropriate. Once a video is flagged, it is reviewed by the YouTube team against our community guidelines. Upon review, we have determined that the following videos contain content in violation of these guidelines and have been disabled. Lavender Town Myths, Pokemon Fact of the Day. Your account has received one community guidelines warning strike, which will expire in 6 months. Additional violations may result in the temporary disabling of your ability to post content to YouTube and/or the permanent termination of your account. Now immediately, I was shocked. I've been uploading content to YouTube for over 4 years, and not once have I ever received a message like this before. A strike on your account is a very serious thing, and if your account has accumulated 3 of them, you can lose your entire channel. After my experiences with this strike, I've learned one thing. The YouTube flag system is incredibly flawed and truly needs some form of change to prevent the problems that it has caused over the years. Let me take you through my personal experience and show you how things went for me. To start things off, I was perplexed that my video was taken off of YouTube for being inappropriate of all things. One of the personal decisions I made with my channel was to create something that is kid-friendly. I'm a huge proponent of free speech, and I totally understand. Foul language and even adult content have their place on YouTube, where anyone can make whatever they want. But early on, I decided that even when dealing with darker subjects, my videos would keep things as kid-friendly as possible. No cursing, no gratuitous violence, and nothing shocking without a thorough educational explanation for why something shocking exists. So to start things off, let's check the community guidelines to see where something could have gone wrong. Don't cross the line. YouTube is not for pornography. Oh, okay, I'm not even gonna entertain that one. We're good. Don't post videos showing bad stuff, such as animal abuse, drug abuse, underage drinking, or bomb making. Now here you have to love the official term, bad stuff, but I'm gonna go on a whim and say that this is referring to activities that are illegal by the law. Once again, we're good here. Graphic or gratuitous violence is not allowed. If your video shows someone being physically hurt, attacked, or humiliated, don't post it. Let me show you the most violent image in the Lavender Town video. This, a pixelated zombie about to eat a pixelated trainer. This is a still image and you can barely make out even what's happening. For fun, I googled zombie eating to see what other kinds of zombie violence is okay on YouTube. Zombie eats Greg's throat. Zombie eats cheerleader's ass. Seriously? And that's the first time I've said the word ass on my channel, and it's just because I'm showing. That's an appropriate title and video. Anyway, we got zombie eating guts, dead rising zombies eating survivors. Needless to say, there is much more graphic violence that is okay on YouTube dealing with zombies, and I would be shocked if violence was my problem. So we're good here. YouTube is not a shock site. Don't post gross videos of accidents, dead bodies, or similar things intended to shock or disgust. Some might argue that that's exactly what the goal of creepypasta is. However, I make several attempts throughout the video to take an adult look at some silly Pokemon campfire stories. I mentioned multiple times throughout the video that none of these things are true. They're fiction, and sometimes just flat out lies. I give the viewer the benefit of the doubt so many times, because I get it. Kids watch. They believe things on the internet very, very easily. That's why I continue to say, hey guys, check out this creepy stuff that fans have written. Isn't it ridiculous how fake this is? Also, when you take into account the number of other Lavender Town videos out there, several of which talk about the exact same content, but go as far to act like these stories are true. There are plenty of Lavender Town videos out there that do intend to shock, but not mine. Respect copyright. This is an entirely different conversation that I can only assume does not apply to flagging a video for being inappropriate. Copyright claims and content IDs are a completely different part of YouTube. I've worked hard to establish a friendly relationship with Pokemon where I've been able to make my content with their knowledge for years. Any copyright issue that I've ever had in the past has been resolved, and easily, and this isn't one of them. Total Biscuit can tell you all about how that system's flawed, though. No hate speech. I talk about how much I hate Lavender Town myths, but no, it's not the hate speech they're looking for. No predatory behavior. Not even close. And finally, don't spam. Nothing about this video is spam. It's meant to be an educational look at fan-created creepy stories to counter the massive amounts of Pokemon shock videos that exist on the internet. So all things said and done, I don't see a single community guideline that I broke. And that's part of what really gets me mad about this system. Nowhere on this warning is there a message that says what guidelines my video makes. I have to play Where's Waldo with the guidelines and guess for myself. Even though YouTube claims that it was reviewed by the YouTube team, You think if a real human reviewed these things, they could at least leave a 5-second comment telling you what you've done wrong. They don't even need to leave a comment, they could just check off a category that you broke. But no, I've got nothing. So we move on to step 2, filing an appeal. And there's even a problem with this step. See all these words in the community guidelines? See all these words in my script so far that I've had to use to explain why my video does not violate them? If you decide to appeal your video, they give you just a couple hundred characters to make your case. Despite the very complicated process of explaining why your video does not violate YouTube terms, you get the equivalent of a tweet box to defend yourself. And that is ridiculous. If YouTube has the power to take a video down permanently, video creators deserve the ability to write as much as they want to defend themselves. So using the small space I had available, I said what I could. And a day later, I got this gem in my email. Dear TheJWittz, thank you for submitting your video appeal to YouTube. After further review of the content, we've determined that your video does violate our community guidelines, and we have upheld our original decision. We appreciate your understanding. Sincerely, the YouTube team. Are you kidding me? That's it? What possible further review could you have done? Once again, the biggest problem is communication. Zero clarification. Your video does violate our community guidelines is all I've got. There is no why, even after going through this difficult process. And that's it. If YouTube wants to rule lawyer me into an obscure reading of the guidelines to shut my video down, so be it. They made their case. But at least give me the courtesy of a reason behind your judgment. I am literally in the dark here. Now, I really don't want to sound entitled, but I do believe that the YouTube review system should take established positive history into account. Because it's clear that a human does not review these requests, the robots of YouTube should at least be able to consider things like, hey, this video has 2 million views and has been around for 2 years. Maybe these sudden flags are fraudulent. Or how about the fact that I've steadily uploaded for 4 years with 0 past issues? The system is geared to give out channel strikes no matter who you are without giving you a single reason other than a vague bot statement. And here leads to our final problem. If you are a regular video uploader, that's it. Your video is gone forever, your strike remains for up to 6 months, and you apparently even lose the ability to stream on YouTube. All without a single human response. Now my case is a little different. I work with a partner network, Maker Studios. I pay Maker a portion of my paycheck for many reasons, one of them being their ability to get a real human contact with YouTube. Hopefully, they'll be able to escalate my case and overturn this decision. However, I do not believe that you should require a YouTube network to get a real human response. I understand that the automated programs probably save YouTube a lot of money that would otherwise be spent on real people, but now that YouTube has grown to the point where thousands of people, including myself, upload videos to YouTube for a living, I think more care needs to be taken before potentially destroying someone's means of living. At the end of the day, having one video removed is not going to ruin my life. While The Lavender Town was one of my most popular videos, I'm fortunate to have an audience of almost 1 million subscribers to support my content. And despite its flaws, I owe YouTube for enabling a system where I can make a living out of sharing the content that I love to make. However, as someone who does use YouTube for a living, I feel a responsibility to call them out when they're doing a disservice. YouTube, if for some reason you do find this video, I encourage you to find a way to incorporate real people into your flag review policy. One of the biggest things I pride my channel on is keeping my videos kid-friendly. And in a system where even I can have my videos taken down for being inappropriate, something is wrong. Hey guys, so you know how at the end of that video I talk about how I really hope that working with Maker Studios and their connections with YouTube will help me sort this stuff out? Well, they got their response from YouTube, and quite frankly, it is downright disgusting. So I just got this info right after finishing editing the video, so I'm just going to tack this on to the end. I'm going to read it off this tablet right now and just let you guys know a little bit about what I think. So here's the message I got from their contact who has some sort of connection with YouTube. I'm not 100% sure on all the details, but here's what they wrote. The video was removed for spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. Issue was raised to YouTube. YouTube took a second look at the video and decided that the decision holds firm. I've asked YouTube for more information regarding this takedown, and this is what I received. Unfortunately, the policy team did not provide any additional information as to why the video was removed. We worked through a contact at YouTube, much as I'm the contact here for Maker, community, blah blah blah. If there's no additional information provided by YouTube, then I cannot provide additional information to our team. This, I'm sorry. Like I said, kid-friendly channel, this is bull. Not only Could they have given me that information in the first place? They said it was removed for spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. Why couldn't they have given that to me in the first place in the message? It's a serious question that I have. How hard is it? Clearly all they did was click a button and then did nothing else, so why couldn't they have at least relayed that information to me? Now that being said, the video is still not a spam, scam, or commercially deceptive content. I have no idea how you could come to that conclusion, but at least tell me that's why you're going to take it down. 2, it says, unfortunately the team did not provide any additional information. So if they don't provide any additional information, I have nothing. The communication partner that we have has nothing. That's it. So they looked at this video that has 2 million views. It's been around for 2 years. Clicked the button and said, oh yep, that's a scam. Nothing. I get nothing. If I didn't even have this partnership network, I couldn't have even known why they took it down in the first place, but now, dead end, dry. The video is dead for good, as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea how else to reach further into YouTube. Clearly, they didn't do their job when it came to actually giving a good reason for why they take my thing down. And so I'm just downright furious. I really don't understand. And then going through, I'm just trying to see the person that I talk with at Maker. They said, as the email from CMS said, YouTube is not willing to give us any details as to what exactly the problem was. Getting the information that we have was like pulling teeth. So clearly there is a huge flaw with this system, and it really just makes me sick to my stomach. I don't know what else to do. I worked, I'm not saying that my old video is great. It really isn't. I went back and watched it and I was like, oh wow, this sucks compared to my new content. But at this time, I worked really hard to try and present content that used something everyone was asking for. My fans would not stop asking for Lavender Town content, and I wanted to take a twist on it that wasn't just giving you guys stupid, gratuitous shock and violence. I wanted to analyze it and let you guys know a little bit more about the origin of some of these stories, where they come from, their gameplay origins, their internet origins. I thought I did an okay job of it at the time. I just don't understand how someone clicking flag and someone clicking a button can shut the whole thing down without telling me anything. I hate that. I hate that there's zero communication whatsoever. I hate that I couldn't get any more communication if I didn't have a network. And I hate that the little form when you're trying to dispute the thing literally gives you like less than 200 characters to even explain all of this. All of it's a huge problem. I have no idea where to go from here. I suppose if you'd like to help me get this issue more well known, share it with any of your other fellow YouTube creators. Let them know that this is a thing that can happen. Honestly, I have no idea how to overthrow YouTube. I'm not trying to start a revolution. I'm just mad about my personal problem and hope that somehow they will see that this is really negatively impacting their other creators. Now, many people have suggested to me, hey Josh, why don't you put your videos on some other platform? And while that does sound like an ideal solution in theory, it just really isn't possible at the moment. YouTube is the largest, by far the largest video platform in the world, and it is still where all the money is. Even when one of your videos just gets taken down for zero reason, I cannot really compete with those kinds of earnings. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not like gonna swear off of YouTube. It has provided me with all of this. It has created a platform that many people use. It's helped me connect with a lot of audience. But every once in a while, YouTube just does these really stupid things that I cannot understand. However, since you guys did mention alternate video platforms, apparently Polaris, who is the subsidiary that does gaming stuff for Maker, they have taken to uploading all of my videos onto their channel, Polaris Go. There is a link in the description. You can watch my so-called, my now banned video. How ironic is that? My largest video is about banned episodes, and now I've got my own banned episode from YouTube. You can watch that video at Polaris Go. I would like you to watch it and let me know what kind of spam you find in it, because I can't find it anywhere. I've heard it suggested perhaps there was some sort of spam in my tags. I highly disagree with that because I was not very into SEO and working well with my tags. I was just using bulk tags like Pokemon, fact, into tags. I'm not like lying. But because my video's down, I can't even go back and look and see what those tags were in the first place. So I guess if you would like to watch the video, like I said, it's not my greatest content, but hey, there's only one place you can watch it now, and it's not YouTube. Check it out, let me know what you think and how this thing could have possibly been flagged or taken down for spam, because I'm at a loss here. Anyway, I know I'm not typically this angry, and
in general, I try and keep, the nicest demeanor I can. I like to play by the rules because I respect them. I respect that YouTube has gotten me all this stuff. That being said, I feel like I've really been injusticed here, and there's absolutely nothing I can do to fight it except try and make this video. Hope that I get some ad revenue from it, from people coming to it, and maybe it makes up for the one random video YouTube decided to take down for absolutely no reason. I don't know. That's all I got. Anyway, just wanted to share with you guys what's going on, since a lot of people were asking why the video left. I hope that you guys are having a good day. Hopefully your week goes a bit better than mine has with this ridiculous schedule. But thankfully, I still have more content on the way. I would love to get past all this angry nonsense and get back to doing what I like to do and make videos. And I'll keep you guys updated if I ever get more info regarding to this or another platform for videos or earning revenue or whatever. Like I said, I'm not like doomed at the moment. I'm just kind of pissed off. So see you guys when I'm happy again next time.